Hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, y'all. Y'all good? Everybody doing all right? I know there's been a lot going on in this world. Just checking in. I am Brittany Wilder. I am a wealth and wellness energy healer, and I help ambitious women get their energy in alignment so that they can achieve their wealth, wellness, and weight loss goals. And you guys, I have been coming on live each and every day. In the midst of my morning routine, I get up every morning, pray, meditate, get some tea in me, relax my mind, and get adjusted to the day. That's my morning routine, and I thought I'd come on live and share that with you guys. Today we're going to talk about something that is probably on a lot of our minds when it comes down to what's going on in the country, what's going on in our environments, what's going on in the community, what's going on social media. There's so many different things that we see each and every day. So many different horrible things. So many different, hey, good morning guys, happy Sunday. So many different things that we see when we're scrolling, and we're so desensitized to violence and craziness and all the things, you guys. So desensitized. And I just want to talk about it today when it comes down to worry and anxiety. Worry and anxiety, you guys, can be heavy on our hearts, especially with not knowing with what's going on in the world, right? Not knowing what's next, not knowing what's happening, not knowing the specifics. It's really a lot of the unknown. And when I started my healing journey and all the above, I was a worrier, big time. I tell you guys all the time, like I used to worry about everything. I used to try to control everything. I was like, I needed control. And the reason why I felt like I needed to control my life, it's probably like in my late teens, early 20s, was simply because I went through trauma. Childhood trauma, and I felt like I had no control as to what was going on and what was happening. And so because of that feeling of not having control and things just happening because of my parents' addictions and all the things that were happening in our household, well, I came back and stood 10 toes down when I finally got a chance to be on my own. I finally got a chance to be on my own, and what I did was I was like, I'm controlling my life. I'll never ever go through that again. I'll never go through homelessness again. Not if I have anything to say about that. I'll never go through trauma again. Not if I have anything to say about that. I'll never be manipulated again. Not if I have anything to say about that. Hey, good morning, cuz. And so I had so much control over all these different things, right? Or so I thought, right? Because control is an illusion. I don't know if you guys know that or not. It's an illusion. We never have control. The only person that has control is the higher power, God. That's it. Now, you may think you got some control, and it may feel like you got a little control sometimes because you manifested something to happen. But just know that you were only able to manifest that to happen because God allowed that to happen. So, I don't know who I'm talking to about that. You feel like you got this control on your life. But you got to know that it would only happen because God allowed it to happen. It was part of your life anyways. It was already in God's will for it to happen for you. And so that's why it happened. But like I said, in my early 20s, late teens, I had so much anxiety, so much worry. And I come from parents who had a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, that are just anxious, a lot of mental illness, things going on. And so, of course, those things trickle down into the next generation and the next generation. And even, I would say, even me and my siblings, a lot of us we've struggled with anxiety and worry. And it wasn't until I started utilizing all these different techniques and tools to calm my mind, calm my wavelengths, right? Because when you're anxious and you're worried, a lot of it is because you're worried about things that haven't even happened yet. You're moving too far forward into the future, right? And so if you're a person who was like me, who had a lot of anxiety, if you're struggling with worry and anxiety and you're coked up on all these different things. You're stressed, you're worried easily, right? Easily by the things that are happening in your life, easily by the things that are happening all around you, by your environment, by the things that you feel like you don't have control over, or you're like, I can't do this. Like, I'm worried, I'm concerned. This doesn't make any sense. Well, I challenge you to get still and get quiet. That's the first thing I challenge you to do. Get still and get quiet. And there's something so precious about living in the right now. Living in the right now. Being present right now. Because usually with anxiety and with worry, we're worried about what could happen. The could've, would've, should've's. The things that could happen in the future that I already thought 10 steps ahead of. And it's like, no, if you were in the present, right here, right now, and you think about all the things that are happening, and you think about everything that's going well for you, right? That's what I like to do. I like to tell my clients to think about what's going well for you right now. Not about what you thought about, 10 days from now. Not about what you thought about next month, what's going to happen, what's going to change. Not about the things that your job told you is going to happen in 6 months. That's going to shift everything. No. Focus in on the right now and be present. Because that'll slow down some of that anxiety. Yeah. Because a lot of the times we're thinking about things in the future that haven't even happened yet. We've made up this whole situation, you guys. It hasn't even happened. And it probably won't even happen. That's the other thing. We've made up this whole story. We're so creative. The human mind is so creative. We've literally made up this story about what could, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and if I don't do this, then this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and bop, 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 and we have made up all these different things that could happen in the future, and we're still sitting here, and what is it today? The 26th? 27? 26. We think about stuff that's going to happen next month. We think about stuff that's going to happen next week. We haven't even gotten there. Good morning, y'all. Haven't even gotten there, but yet we're stressed about it. We're anxious about it. It's got us all out of our normal routine because we're choosing to focus in on that. So I challenge you to focus in on the present. I challenge you in these times of anxiety to relax. You guys are going to hear me in a session for anxiety and worry. I talk a lot about relaxing. I talk a lot about releasing, right? Because we're releasing those ideas that haven't even come true, haven't even happened. The things that we created in this beautiful mind of ours. Our minds are so beautiful and they're so great. But sometimes they can be our downfall if we don't know how to control our thoughts, right? We have no control over our thoughts, or we've never ever had a chance to sit down with our thoughts and journal them out, think about them. Why am I having this thought? Well, what's happening? Well, why is this even happening? I don't even understand. Why would I even think like that? There's something deeper going on. Good morning. Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy Sunday. Come on in. We're talking about anxiety and worry. We're talking about how we need to live in the present in order to help out that anxiety and worry. How we need to be right here. The Power of Now. That's an amazing book. I don't know if you've ever read it. Read it. If you're struggling with anxiety and worry, read The Power of Now. It really focuses in on the power of right now. And if you focus in on being right here, present, in the moment, analyze and think about the things that are blessings, the fact that I'm able to breathe, the fact that I'm able to walk, the fact that I'm able to see, the fact that I focus in on the little blessings, you guys. The little blessings, especially in a season of storms, in a season of challenging things going on, in a season of turmoil when you just feel like you're constantly going through it and you're like, why God, right? Focus in on those blessings, those little blessings that are so huge. I got all 5 of my senses. Wow, what a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing that I can see, hear, touch, taste, feel. Like, really, what a blessing, right? Focus in on the present. So mindfulness, I don't know if you've ever done any mindfulness meditation where you focus in on all your 5 senses. You get grounded by focusing in on your 5 senses. What do I hear? What do I see? What do I taste? What do I smell? What do I right? So that I can be present in the right now. And I can stop my mind from being so worried about the future that hasn't even unfolded yet. I can stop my mind from wilding out and thinking about, all these different things that are going to happen. Oh my gosh, this next week, right? You guys, when I was a teacher, right? And I started struggling with teaching, when I knew that it was time for me to move forward into entrepreneurship and retire, I would literally, on Sunday, just like today, on a beautiful Sunday, I would get up on Sunday and automatically start stressing. Like, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do this. Oh my God, this has to be done. Oh my God, these tests have to be put in. Oh my God, I got grades to put in. Oh my God, baby, it is Sunday. It is Sunday. Why are you worried about next week? Why are you worried about next week? Right? Allow yourself to walk through. Give yourself the gift of being present. Right? Give yourself the gift of being present in the right here, right now. Stop worrying about the things that are going to happen in the future. And I understand that we got things, right? We got tons of things going on, right? We got kids and we got jobs and we got careers and we got friends and family and things that we got to do. And I understand that. I'm not saying totally forget about it. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying stop worrying about it. Know that things are going to work out and trust the process. Hey, good morning, y'all. Happy Sunday. I see a lot of people on TikTok and a lot of people on Instagram, you guys. Worry about the present moment. What's going on right now? What can I do right now with what I have right now? What's the solution for the problem that I'm feeling right now? Yeah. What does that look like? Right? I'm not about to worry 16 steps ahead of me and we haven't even gotten there. I'm not about to worry about next month and we haven't even gotten there. I'm not about to worry about next year and we haven't even gotten there. Because all that's going to do is allow you to put your energy in a place that it does not need to be in. No. And it's going to stress you the hell out. And that's going to make you tired. And what is that going to do? It's going to make it hard for you to do the things that you need to do in your day. Your day in, your day out. It's going to make it hard for you to work on those relationships that you have, right? If you're in a relationship with somebody, or your kids, your relationship with your kids, your relationship with your family, your relationships with your what have you, your coworkers. It's going to cause you to pull away. You're pulling energy from your present time. You're literally taking the energy that you have for right now, for today, and you're investing in it something that may not even happen. Something that you created in your mind that you feel, because a lot of the times we think the worst of the worst, right? I'm going to be honest. Y'all know I'm real honest with you guys. I'm real honest. I talk about my own situations and things that I've gone through myself, and I used to think the worst about all the things. Oh my God, but if I don't do that, then if I don't, and then they're not going to do that, and then it's all on me. It all falls on me. That was one of the things, you guys. That was a limiting belief. Nobody can do it like me, so it all falls on me. Nobody's going to do it like me. Nobody's going to pick it up. Nobody's going to. Stop your worrying. Stop the anxiety. Relax your mind. Relax your mind. One of the affirmations I use often when it comes down to anxiety and worry is, I am fine in the present space that I am in, and I trust the process. Say it with me. I am fine in the present space that I am in, and I trust the process. I trust what's happening moving forward. I trust that it's for my better. I trust that it's going to be good. I trust that it's going to be right. I trust. I trust. I trust. And I can imagine that it's hard if you've never done that before. I can imagine that it's challenging if you've never done that before. I can imagine. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help people who were just like me, struggling with anxiety, struggling with worry, not sure what to do. You guys, I wish I had sound bowl healing when I was a late teen and early 20s, you guys. I wish I knew about sound bowl healing. I wish I knew about frequencies. I wish I knew about all the things, because it would have helped me. It would have helped me through college, right? What? If I would have known about healing techniques and sound bowl healing and hypnotherapy and timeline therapy, the things that I teach, the things that I help my clients with. If I would have known about that when I was in college, my late teens, early 20s, y'all would have been golden. I stressed out so much just about tests and about getting this and getting that. And I lived on my own. I was one of the only ones out of my friends that lived on my own. I had my own apartment. So I had to worry about getting my homework done and doing tests in college, but I also had to worry about how I was going to live, how I was going to pay my rent. I had a car, had to buy a car by myself, y'all. I paid for 2 cars. My first car, I paid for 2 cars. The interest on that was 30%. My first car. Baby, I bought 2 cars by the end of it. Right? So these things I was stressed about. Because I'm like, how am I going to make this all work? I'm only working at Circuit City, Lord. Like, I'm working at Circuit City. I'm doing this part-time. I had 3 jobs in college, y'all. I was stressed. But as I got older, I started searching for things to help me with worry and anxiety. Right? A lot of us, we have anxiety and worry, and we just think that that's the way that life's supposed to go, that we're supposed to be coked up on this anxiety and worry all the time. We're supposed to be constantly moving and constantly busy and constantly... Yeah, that's not how life's supposed to go. Sorry to break it to you guys. I used to think that too. I used to think that I had to constantly be moving to feel like I was succeeding in something. I had to constantly be involved in all these different things to feel like I was successful. And that's ultimately a lie that we tell ourselves. It's a lie that we tell ourselves. And for me, it was a lie that I told myself in order to run away from dealing with my trauma and dealing with my past hurts and dealing with the different things that were going on in my unconscious mind and in my heart and in my soul space. Yeah, so I stayed busy. I did all the things, and I stayed coked up on anxiety and worry for a very long time. And I'm certain that I've gotten to a place now, right? Being deep into my journey of healing, being deep into peaceful techniques and calming techniques and relaxation and meditation and journaling and visualization and manifestation. And I love how everything just rhymes, y'all. That's the teacher in me. But I've been in that space for years and years and years of doing that it took me years to undo all of the anxiety and the worry and the tension that I built up in my nervous system. Right? I want to talk to you guys about anxiety and worry and what it does to your body. Really quick before I go into my sound bowl healing. Y'all know I'm going to give you a little mini sound bowl healing. So y'all already know that's part of the process. That's part of my morning routine. And I want to share that with you guys on this live, as I do each and every morning. But before we get into that, let's talk specifically about what anxiety and worry do to your body. Anxiety and worry, what it does, what it produces, right? If we're worried, if we're anxious, if we're stressed, right? All that stuff, it's the same effect on your body, right? Worry, anxiety, stress, same effect on your body, right? And so when you're dealing with all that, your body naturally produces these hormones when you're stressed, when you're worried, when you're anxious, producing these hormones. So I don't know if there's anybody on here that wants to lose weight, right? I help people lose weight as well, because I help you get peaceful and get calm and relax your mind and your body and your soul. And literally the weight just falls off of you, because it's about relaxing. It's about getting to a space where you can be calm so that your body can adjust. Because if you're coked up on anxiety and worry and stress and all the above, well, your body is in a state of crisis. A state of crisis. And if anxiety and worry and stress is your way of life, if you constantly stress about things, you constantly are worried about things, you constantly can't get things off of your mind, you're so busy-minded, everything's just all over the place, then that's your normal state. And if that is your normal state, your body is constantly in crisis. Your body believes, it doesn't know what the stress is about. It doesn't know what the worry is about. It doesn't know what the anxiety about. So you could be stressed out about a bill that you don't know how you're going to pay next week. And your body is like, oh, we're in crisis mode. Oh, so there must be a serious thing going on, right? It doesn't know the difference between being stressed out about rent that's due next week or being stressed out about being chased by a lion in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I tell people all the time, like, your body just knows stress. Your body just knows anxiety. Your body just knows worry. It doesn't really factor if it's, oh, this is a small stressor, or if this is a real life or death situation. It just knows crisis. It just knows worry. It just knows stress. That's it. doesn't know the difference between the two. So you could be like, I'm so worried about these bills. I don't even know what to do. I'm stressed out. I'm so worried about this job. I don't even know what to do. And your body is going through it, constantly going through it. And if that is who you are, if that is what you do on a normal day, if that is your baseline, I talk about our baselines. My baseline is peace. When I wake up in the morning, I feel peace in my soul. Peace. Now that doesn't always mean that I wake up and I had great sleep, or that doesn't always mean that I wake up and I feel fully energized, but I have peace about where I'm at. I have peace about where I'm going. I have peace about who I am and what I am meant to do and my purpose. I have peace. That is my baseline when I wake up in the morning. Peace. Now, if your baseline is the first thing you do is wake up and start to worry about all the things that you got to do, all the things that are going to happen, all the things that are coming up for you, all the things that, let me check my calendar. First thing in the morning, then your baseline is stress, worry, anxiety. You understand what I'm saying? Baseline. It's the first thing that you do in the morning. What do you do in the morning? What does your morning routine look like? Challenging somebody to look at their morning routine, challenging somebody to get to a place where their baseline can be peace and not stress, peace and not anxiety, peace and not worry, peace, so that your body can be calm, so that your body can release whatever it is that it needs to release, so that you can release that 50 pounds that you put on because you've been stressed and worried and you've been stress eating and surviving. Your body's been in survival mode. Stressed out, running around, ripping, and your mind is going crazy and you don't quite know what's happening. No, peace. You deserve to have a baseline of peace and not stress and worry. But if you believe the things in society, if you believe the things in America, what? I was just talking to a friend yesterday, you guys, about how America is just like, what? Like, she's Caribbean, and so she's like, I'm going back home. Like, we don't got to worry about no Social Security. We don't got to worry about no credit. Like, that's an American thing. I'm like, yo, you right. Like, take me with you. Like, I don't want to have to worry about none of that, right? So, that's what society has told us. That's what America has taught us. That's what is that we got to be coked up on this worry and this anxiety to move and to focus and to be busy. And that is not the way that life is meant to be. Life is meant to be lived and lived well. You guys know I say it all the time because I truly believe it in my spirit, truly believe it in my heart and soul and all things. So when it comes down to anxiety and worry, if that is your baseline, then there's a lot going on with your nervous system. I can tell you right now, there may be a lot going on with your nervous system. Your body is in dis-ease. If stress, worry, anxiety is your baseline, if that's the first thing you do in the morning is stress out about things that are happening, worry about things that are happening, your body is in dis-ease, crisis mode, survival mode. Call it what you call it. Your body is producing additional hormones, cortisol. Call it what you call it. Your body is hanging on to fat. Call it what you call it because your body is stressed. It is in distress, you guys, for real. And I'm serious about it. And once you get to a place where you start out, hey, bro, where your baseline is peace, you will start to release weight easily. I'm talking about it will fly off of you. I tell my clients this all the time because it's the truth. That's how I've lost 92 pounds and I've kept it off for years. Because I started implementing peace, meditation, visualization, sound bowl healing, hypnotherapy, timeline therapy, the things that I do for my clients, the things that I do for myself. Listen, my clients are not the only ones that benefit from my spiritual gifts and the gifts that I've gained in my learnings over the years of being a healer. I'm the one that benefits first. I utilize the gifts that I share with them on myself first. I benefit first from the gifts, from the techniques, from the hypnotherapy, the timeline therapy. I hypnotize myself, baby. What? That's how I'm here. Peaceful, calm. Okay? We don't want our bodies in distress. We don't want it in crisis mode. We don't want to live in survival mode. Because living like that for a long term can do so much damage to your nervous system, So much damage to your body. Like I said, when the body is in dis-ease, what do you think it creates? Disease. That the body is in dis-ease, it creates disease. Right? So we're wondering where this cancer came from. We're wondering where these diabetes came from. We're wondering where this lung stuff came from, where these ulcers come from, where all these different things that are happening because our body is in dis-ease. The one thing that I want to talk to you guys about, because I coach women, right? That's my population. I have coached men in the past and over the years, but I coach women because that's my population that is attracted to me naturally. Ambitious women who are the CEOs, women who are doing amazing things in their careers, that got it going on the outside, but on the inside there's a lot going on. There's a lot of stress and worry, things that are coked up, things that are happening inside. But of course on the outside, superwoman. She looks like she got it all going on. Got the business suits, baby, you look good. Always looks on point. Everything's always rocking, looks amazing, but there's a lot going on in here. There's a lot going on in here that we got to address in order for her to live in peace, to live in harmony, to be balanced, right? That's my population that I work with. And a lot of the women that I've worked with in that population have suffered from autoimmune disease, right? Your lupus, your different things going on, right? And I have a heavy idea that it has to do with your body being in dis-ease and being in stress and being in anxiety for heavy amounts of time. Your body not releasing grief. Depending on which autoimmune disease, you guys, I'm telling you, depending on what your body is going through, you guys, I have a book that really breaks it down based off of whatever disease you're dealing with, whatever aches and pains you're dealing with, whatever, it literally breaks it down, and I walk my clients through that, through a pain regression session, right? That's one of the things that I give my clients, because I do tend to have people that come to me with a lot of pain, a lot of things going on, and they're like, I don't understand why this is happening. Well, it's because there's a lot of stress, anxiety, crisis mode, and your body can't operate like that for a long time. And I know personally, because I've tried to operate under stress for long amounts of times, and my body suffered heavily. When I say heavily, and for me, when I get anxious or when I get worried, my stomach, my digestive system messes up, right? We're all different, right? We all deal with stress in different ways. But for me, my digestive system acts up. So I'll have, ulcers, or there's been things in the past that I've gotten from stress alone. Messes with my digestive system, but that's just who I am. Your stress may manifest itself in a different way. You may break out in hives. You may have back pain. You may have neck pain. You may have what have you. It's going to manifest. It doesn't matter. If you're dealing with stress, you're dealing with anxiety, you're dealing with worry in a way that is not effective to the body. If you're dealing with it in a way, or you're not dealing with it at all, and you're just letting it run rampant, because that's another thing. Some of y'all are trying to figure out how to manage the stress, how to manage the things. Some of you guys are just like, I'm overwhelmed and I don't even know. So I'm just going to allow this worry, allow this pain, allow this anxiety, allow this stress to just run rampant. And that's the worst thing you can do, is not get a hold of your thoughts, get a hold of your mindset, get a hold of what's going on in your soul and your heart space. It's the worst thing you can do. So, I'm offering up the Manifesting Sister Circle. Manifesting Sister Circle in February 22nd. It's in Atlanta, you guys. If you're in Atlanta, I know some people are in Atlanta, some people are not. Even if you're not in Atlanta, fly in, come hang out with us, come do the thing with us. Listen, we're going to be here. Manifesting all the good things, releasing all the things that we don't need, like the anxiety and the worry. We're releasing all that. And we're manifesting the things that we actually want out of our lives. Because nobody wants anxiety and worry and stress. And, hey sis, nobody wants any of that. Right? No. Life is meant to be lived, and it's meant to be lived well. That's it. That's it. And once you believe that deep down in your spirit, you'll start to operate and walk into your life and trust the process and know that it's meant to be lived well. And you'll start to think when things start to happen, oh, I know this sucks. I hate this. Good morning. I hate that this happened to me. I hate that this situation is going on in my life. But you know what? I trust the process. I'm going to learn something from this. There's something in this lesson that I need in order to move to my next step. There's something in this season while I'm dealing with all these crazy things and going through the storm and going through all the things and things aren't adding up. It doesn't make sense because I didn't put in my work and I thought I already made it to the promised land. I thought I already made it into my career. I thought I already made it into my purpose. But there's something that I got to learn in this season about going through it. That's why I'm going through it. So let me trust the process real quick. Listen, Manifesting Sister Circle, come on in. February 22nd, come to Atlanta. I promise you it's going to be a time. Registration is open. Go to my bio, click the link, register. Because guess what? We're releasing all those things. Okay? Releasing all those things. And we're coming into a space where we can live a life that is calm, peaceful. We want to enjoy it. Right? I don't know about y'all, but I want to enjoy my life. I'm not even going to play a game. I want to enjoy all the things in my life. So let's talk about this sound bowl healing that I'm going to do. This mini sound bowl healing for you guys this morning. And it's going to be based on anxiety and worry. This is something I would do for a client if they were going through anxiety and worry. I have tons of different techniques for anxiety and worry. I have an anxiety technique actually that I teach that was very helpful, and it gets rid of anxiety in like 15 seconds. Right? So I have that I utilize with clients, and it deals with a lot of meditation, visualization, that sort of thing, timeline therapy. It deals with a lot of that. So I would probably use that first if I was ever to do a session with somebody who had anxiety and worry, because that would get rid of your anxiety like that. And you can take that technique with you in your life and go all the way around. So you wouldn't have to come to me for a sound bowl healing session. You would have that already in you. I would teach you how to do it, and you would have it, and you would go throughout your day. And as soon as worry, anxiety, stress comes up against you, you can utilize that technique right then and there and get rid of anxiety like that. Quickly. When I say quickly, it happens like that. I've utilized this technique for the last 6 years. Yeah. Anxiety, gone. Bye-bye anxiety. Bye-bye stress. Right? Because we're human beings. Life is continuously lifing. But we got to know how to deal with it. Can't just let our emotions and our stress and our anxiety run rampant. It's not going to be conducive for us. It's not going to work in the long run. You're going to be tired. You're going to be stressed out. You're not going to have the energy to actually live the life that you want to live. That's ultimately it. Right? So we have to release that stuff. So if I was to be with a client who had anxiety and worry, and we were doing a sound bowl healing session, I would definitely focus in on getting you rooted. Right? You guys, getting grounded, getting rooted, feeling safe in your space to apply the things that you need to apply in order to be in a safe space, that's so important. So definitely I would start off with root chakra, big bowl, heavy big bowl. Started off. There's a lot of different techniques start off with that root chakra for me, you guys, because being grounded, being in a space where I can feel safe, being in an environment where I can feel safe, that's so important to moving forward in your life. So there's a lot of techniques that I do when I start off with that grounding, root chakra. So I'd probably start off with that. I would actually utilize my Tibetan bowl, right? And that's your metal. Let me. Yeah. Right. So I would start off with the Tibetan bowl, you guys. Tibetan bowl. I'd probably start off with this too as well. Now, I love my crystal bowls, but I love the Tibetan bowl because reminds me of the ancient practice of sound bowl healing, right? The metal, right? Yeah, right? It reminds me of the actual ancient traditional sound bowl healing, right? So I would definitely start off with that. And it gives you a different feel. And then I would probably go into my crystal bowls and start to go into the higher hertz bowls, right? Anything from 400 to 800 hertz is good for stress, worry, anxiety, right? You guys know I'm gonna educate you first before I do anything at all, because I want you to know these things, right? Just in case you're a sound bowl healer, or just in case you're interested in going into sound bowl healing. And if you are interested in a one-on-one session, I do virtual sessions and I do in-person sessions if you're in Atlanta. And that link is in my bio as well. But these are the things that I want you to know before I do a session on here. I just wouldn't feel right without you understanding and knowing why I do what I do, right? I just don't. I don't feel good about just doing things just to do things, right? That's just not how I operate. I'm really big. I'm a teacher, right? I'm a teacher at heart. So I'm going to teach. That's just who I am. I'm going to educate. I'm going to talk about the different things that I do because it's important. It's important. So I'd probably start out with that. I know for me, when it comes down to anxiety, worry, I focus in on natural sounds, you guys. So I would always have that playing in the background in the process of a sound bowl healing session. Natural sounds. So your raindrops, your water, the winds. Like, I am going to have, hey Britt, I am going to have that playing in the background. Because those natural sounds get us grounded. And that's what we need to do when we're worried and we're anxious and we're all the way up here, coked up on anxiety and struggle and worry. It's like, those are the different things that we need to hear in order to get grounded, right? And to feel like we're safe, we're calm, we're cool, we're peaceful, right? So that's what you have going on in the background. You'll hear sounds of rain and the rainforest and the trees, right? Like, that's what I'll play in the background as well as I'm doing this mini sound bowl healing session. And then I would probably go into our higher frequency bowls, our smaller bowls, right? Smaller bowls are a higher frequency bowl. I'd probably go into a throat chakra bowl, right? Allowing you to feel freedom in speaking about whatever it is that you need to speak about. A lot of the times we feel anxiety and worry and stress, and we feel like we can't share that with anybody. Let me say that again. A lot of times we feel this anxiety, this worry, this stress about whatever's going on in our lives, and we feel like we can't share it with anybody. So I would open up that throat chakra so you can feel the freedom and the liberation to share what's going on, so you can get it off your heart space. That alone can do so much for you if you can release that. So I would definitely start with that throat chakra bowl, jump into the third eye bowl, and then also do a crown chakra bowl. Those are all my top bowls, right? Those are all your high hurt bowls, your super high note bowls, right? So I would jump into those and just work those different bowls out. And that would probably be what I do today for you guys. I do want to always talk to you about your intentions, right? We always set an intention. Tell my clients to have an intention. What is it that you want out of this sound bowl healing session? What do you want to receive? And what do you want to release? Right? Like I said, this sound bowl session, the mini sound bowl session that I'm getting ready to do in a second for you guys, is all about releasing the worry, the stress, the anxiety. But there may be something else that you're feeling in your spirit to release as well. And that's one thing that I want to share is, you may come to a sound bowl healer like myself. You may come to us with a specific issue. Like anxiety, worry, stress. You may come and be like, hey, I'm trying to get rid of this anxiety, worry, stress. And the beautiful thing about that is that, okay, well, we prepare to, do a sound bowl healing session dedicated to those different struggles that you have, right? Like me, in my mind, I'm like, I already know which bowls I'm about to hit. I already know what's going to happen. I already know what's going to happen. Now, I don't necessarily know what kind of song is going to come out, right? Because I use my voice, right, as well. I don't always know what kind of song is going to come out when I hit a bowl, right? But that's connection. That's alignment with God. So whatever comes out of my mouth, whatever comes out when I'm singing, whatever tune, whatever melody comes out, that's God. I don't plan. I don't write these songs out. I don't ever do that, right? There's some that I remember. There's some that I remember that I, will repeat, but most of the time it's a lot of just God. It's like whatever God puts on my heart to say, I say. Whatever he puts on my heart to sing, I sing. This is God in operation, right? This is godly gifts, godly talents. And so you may come to me for stress, anxiety, and worry. And in the midst of your session, I may pick up something else that you're going through that you haven't talked about, that you don't feel free enough to talk about. Hey, y'all. And I may just start to play those bowls. And I may start to sing that tune. And I may start to work on that issue with you. But that's what happens in the process of this. It's a spiritual thing. Sound bowl healing is a spiritual thing. Sound healing is spiritual, right? So like I said, you may come and be like, listen, I need this worry off of me, this stress off of me, this anxiety off of me. And we in the midst of doing your session. And I'm like, oh, there's some trauma here. Okay, we're going to work this out too. Like, I got you. You paid for your worry and your anxiety. And baby, guess what? We getting rid of your trauma too. We getting rid of your childhood pains too. We getting rid of your... Right? That's the most beautiful thing about sound bowl healing that I love, is that like you allow the spirit to just move. And wherever we go, we're supposed to be. Wherever your session takes you, that is where we are supposed to be. Now, I love doing group sessions too, because group sessions, there's always a theme in the group session. It's always a theme that everybody is going through. Everybody may be going through, maybe worry and stress. Everybody may be going through identity issues. Everybody may be going through, it's always a theme when people come together. That's why I'm so excited about manifesting Sister Circle, because I know it's going to be a theme. I know it's going to be a bunch of women that come together and there's a common theme there. And we're going to work whatever that issue out. We're going to work whatever is going on out together. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. So I'm excited about that. Y'all get here February 22nd. Promise you, register now. Get in. It's going to be beautiful. I'm so excited about it. That's why I keep talking about it. I'm like, listen, get in now. I'm shutting it down at 12 women. I think right now I have 2. So you got time, okay? People usually wait till the last minute to book. I've noticed that over the years when classes come. But don't wait, okay? Because when it fills up, it's shutting down. And you're going to be hurt that you waited till the last minute and you're not one of the 12. Like, for real. Get in there now. But we're getting intentional about what it is that we want to receive. We're getting intentional about what it is that we want to release in any session. And some of the things that you can expect from a sound bowl healing session, as always, because I like to explain that, is you can expect release of emotions, especially repressed ones. You can expect a release of repressed memories. You can expect your body reacting to certain bowls, certain hurts, certain bowls, depending on what's going on with your energy, what's going on with your chakras in your body, depending on what's happening within your body. You can expect to react to certain bowls when I hit them. You can expect tears. I almost always cry, even when I am facilitating. When I am facilitating a sound bowl healing session, and when I am receiving a sound bowl healing session, baby, I'm a cry. That is who I am. I am a crier. If you know me, if you followed me, if you've been along this road with me, you know I am not afraid to bust down some tears, because crying is releasing and it is healing for the soul. Right. You can expect to receive my energy heavily. I'm usually pushing my energy out. I'm usually pushing that peace out, right? Because I know that that's my baseline. And if you're dealing with anxiety, worry, and stress, I want that to be your baseline too. So you can expect me pushing my energy of peace towards you, of calmness towards you, of relax, release towards you, right? You can expect that in the process of a sound bowl healing session when it comes down to worry and anxiety and stress. And, those are mainly the things that you can expect. Now, I do want to talk about some warnings and things. Sound bowl healing, when it comes down to pregnant women, people with like heavy medical issues like epilepsy, things dealing with your nervous system. And then if you have any metal in your body, I always say to check in with your doctor, check in with your, I am not a medical professional. I am not. So I always say check in with your doctor, check in with, your PCP, make sure that, it's okay for you to receive a sound bowl healing, because it is sound waves going through your body. So, and these sound waves, they mess with our moods, they mess with what's going on. They invoke healing. They invoke release of traumas and pains and things that we've been holding on to for a very long time. So there's going to be things that you deal with and that you work through in the process. And it's always good to, talk to your doctor, make sure that it's okay. Just be like, hey, I'm thinking about this sound bowl healing, should I do it? What does that look like? Do your research. Y'all know me. I'll never, ever tell you not to do your research. Because listen, I researched every single thing that I do before I started practicing it, before I got my certifications in it, before I became master certified in hypnotherapy and timeline therapy and all those different things. I researched heavy. And I tell you guys to do the same thing. I don't know all the things. I know a lot of things, but I don't know all the things. And I feel like it's your due diligence to do your own research when it comes down to healing practices and techniques for you. I know what works for me, what works for my clients, but I say do your research for you, right? Okay. So I want to share that with you guys. And we'll literally walk through the session. Keep your mind open. It's one thing that I share with my clients, because whatever comes up for you in the process of this session is perfect for you. Perfect for you. Whatever it is that comes up is meant to come up. Trust it, believe it, follow it. You might see some vivid colors. You might see, listen, I've had all things happen for me in the process of doing a session and also in the process of receiving a healing bowl session. I've had all the things happen from the point of seeing myself on stages in all kinds of these beautiful tailored suits, you guys, with a bob. Yeah, I have locks. I don't know where this bob is coming from, but it's definitely my higher self. I don't know where it's coming from, but I've seen visions of myself in the future on stages, talking to people, laughing, crying with people all over the world, which is also why I'm a speaker, I'm an MC. I do all these different things as well, because it's my purpose. I've seen vivid visualizations of me doing that. I've also seen things like vivid pictures of my past life. Right? And I know sometimes we don't believe in past life or any of that, but I have seen vivid pictures of me past time in Africa teaching kids music. Yeah, I used to teach kids music in Africa when I was in a different past life. I don't know which life, but that's what I used to do. But that's what my love for kids is, why I teach, why I was teaching and all the above. Like, I love children. Anybody that knows me knows that kids are my jam. I love kids, love them, but it's part of what I do, who I am, my past life. It's all in alignment. So I say, trust the things that you see, trust the things that you hear, trust the things that are happening when you start to hear these different sound bowls, and be curious about it. Why did that come up for me? Why did that image come up? Why did I feel this emotion? What is happening? Because I promise you, once you start to ask those questions, once you start to get curious about why these things are coming up, well, then you can begin to deal with the different things. Yeah, there's a lot of traumas. There's a lot of things that we've repressed in our minds because our minds are so beautifully amazing. I love the mind. I love the mind, which is why I went to school for psychology. You guys, I love the mind. I love people. I love the way people think, right? And that's why I went to school to, study neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. I went to get my certification for that on the master level, because I am so in love with what the mind does. Because the mind is just simply out to protect us. That's it. So we may have all these repressed traumas and memories and emotions because our mind was like, listen, this right here, you're not ready to deal with this right here. So I'm gonna hold on to this until you are ready to deal with this right here, okay? So I'm gonna hold on to it in the back of your mind. I'm gonna leave it back there. I don't want you to even think about it. I got this. I'm trying to protect you, keeping you safe, love, right? You're not ready yet. But when you are ready, I'll bring it up for you so that you can then begin to heal and deal with it. What? The mind is a beautiful thing, y'all. I'm dead serious. Like, what? What? Your number one protector? Your mind. Protecting you from the things that you are not yet ready to deal with. Protecting you from the things you are not yet ready to deal with. What? How amazing is that? And that when it is time for you to deal with it, well, then you're going to get a trigger. You're going to get a vivid idea. You're going to see something and you're going to be like, that was interesting. What's that all about? That's why I tell you guys, stay curious, stay open-minded, stay curious about what's coming up. And, yeah, stay curious, stay open-minded. That's it. If you don't do nothing else, okay? Don't do nothing else. When it comes down to your sound bowl healing session today, mini session, you guys know I always give you just a little piece of what a session looks like for me. A session for me is about an hour long. These mini sessions, I usually give you like maybe 10, 15 minutes of what I would do. So that's nothing compared to what the real thing is. If you are interested in getting a full session, definitely go into my bio, go into my link and book a consultation with me first so we can talk. And then let's get your session going. Because sound bowl healing has allowed me to be in the space that I'm in right now where I wake up with peace. Peace, harmony, balance. You guys, I love that I can do a session at any given time. Something rubbed me the wrong way, a trigger came up, a repressed memory came up, right? Because we're all human beings and we're all processing. We're all progressing one day at a time. So just like you guys, when you hear a certain bowl, something may come up for me. And at that time, guess what I do? Come right over here and do a sound bowl healing session for myself. And work out whatever I need to work out right here. Which is so amazing. Which is why I love what I do. Because it not only works for y'all, but it works for me too. And I enjoy it. I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. Right? So yeah, stay open-minded. I'm trying to think about what else it is I need to tell you. I think that's it. I'm getting ready to get up and go do this sound bowl healing session for you guys. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm gonna get up, go over there, get some things going. You're gonna hear, definitely gonna hear the Tibetan bowls today. Now I haven't done it yet. The last few sessions I just have used the crystal bowls, but we're gonna go ahead and do some Tibetan bowls because they help with anxiety, stress, worry, and that's what we're talking about today. Something about this sound as opposed to this sound. Y'all hear that difference? The difference in the metal bowl. And now you're going to hear that bowl as well. But there's a difference in between the two and our bodies react a different way because of the difference between the two, right? Okay. Y'all ready? We're about to go ahead and do this thing. And then I'm going to let y'all go because I've been on here talking for like 45 minutes. We're going to do a little sound bowl healing session and then I'll get back. And then I'll be back tomorrow morning as always. Y'all know. It's been so fun doing this. Being consistent and doing all the things. Okay, let me get myself up and go over to my session area. Oh. All right. We're here. And if you're on right now and getting ready for the Healing Bowl session, mini session, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. Another deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. In through your nose and out your mouth. One more time, in through your nose out your mouth. happened for me. When I lay down, thank you, God. Thank you. All right, y'all. That was it for today. Thank you for joining me. Oh no, everything fell. Listen, I don't know what happened. I know Instagram is over here. Live discontinued. Interesting. Okay. Thank y'all. I don't know what happened, y'all. Everything just fell over. But thank y'all for joining me. I love you guys. And talk to you guys later, okay?